Welcome back, strangers. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. My name is Blake. I'm this part of the Strangest. Ethan is on vacation this week, and he will be back with us next week. But tonight, we're joined by Trendge and The Janitor again. We had them on last week, and it's going to be a fun time tonight. And we're going to be discussing dark music theories, origins, and conspiracies. So, hope you guys are ready for that. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, my name is Blake. I'm one of the people. I'm one of the editors and the voice of the strangest. So nice to meet you if you didn't know. And this is Trendge and the Janitor. I'll let them introduce themselves.
How's it going, guys? My name is Jacob. You can also call me Trendge. That's usually the screen name that I go by. Blake was gracious enough to ask us to hop on in Ethan's absence since he's out partying in Italy. Yeah, we're still here, just hanging out in the States. So we'll be hanging out with you tonight.
And I am Ben, also known as The Janitor on Xbox. And again, we are here for the second week and glad to be here. Thanks to Blake and excited to discuss creepy music stuff.
Yeah, so it's going to be a good time. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to be a good time. Don't judge by the opening. I'm struggling like always, but you guys are used to that.
Don't judge by the middle or the end either.
Yeah, just don't. This didn't happen.
Just don't.
Let's go ahead and redact this the script. It didn't happen. But I'm going to catch up on the chat real quick. How's it going, Karen? I remembered it the right way this time. Kenneth, always early. Actually, Karen was first this time. So, Kenneth, you're usually the first one. I don't know what happened. But thanks for being here so early, man. Carrie, good to see you. Curse you, Hawaii time zone. What time zone is that? That's
like way Pacific? Yeah.
I don't know. It's a long way away. But yeah, and I hope you're enjoying Hawaii. That's awesome.
She's watching this on her lunch break right now.
Oh, man. Let's see. What do we got here? Ron, good to see you. Soulless Jamie, how's it going? The Pseudo Chain, good to see you as always. And Stacy, how's it going? So hope you guys are all having a good day. Glad you guys decided to join us. And yeah, we're going to be talking about some songs and stuff. So let's go ahead and jump into it and just talk about some bullshit. What's your favorite kind of music, guys?
I'm gonna let Ben go first because Ben's the music guy.
He is.
That question is gonna break me. But anyway, no. I like a lot of stuff, man. I like everything. I like classic rock, alternative, hip hop, some country, all that good stuff. So I kind of dabble in a lot of different things. People ask me what's your favorite music, and I just say yes. So
hip hop anonymous.
Yeah.
How's it going, horror readings? Good to see you. What about you, Jake? Navi is all about
Let's see. Typically, I stick to rock music. I do like a little hip hop, like a fair amount of country. But outside of that, I don't think I kind of experience any other music. I'm not really into like polka or anything like that.
How dare you say that about polka?
Pokemon, maybe.
I know. I was waiting for that.
That was bad. You should feel bad.
Yeah, mine is like, I don't know. I was raised on country music.
Yeah.
And then I like coming into my own. I liked rock music, like I guess emo music. And now I just listen to whatever, anything that's not on the radio. But like Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, pretty much everything I listened to in high school.
Nothing wrong with that.
So I'm still.
They say once you start to creep into your 30s, you stop branching out and trying to find new music. I think he's the exception, but
challenge accepted.
Yeah, Ben's always just sending me songs like, "Hey, man, you might like this." It's like, I'm glad you sent it to me because I'm never going to discover anything on my own. Like, unless one of the bands that I already like comes out with something new. That's about it. Navi is freaking the fuck out. Chill out, dog.
She wants to be on TV.
Outside. She's about to jump on me. I could tell. But anyway,
we got all the animals tonight. Packer back here, sitting on the table, being all dark and mysterious, as cats do.
I thought that was a statue.
Nope.
I know she was so still, just kind of looking off into the distance.
Yeah, he's breathing. I think.
Yep. Damn it.
Karen said country music. Jamie said my favorite is anything emo, alternative, or rock. Panicked. Stop. 21 Pilots. My Chemical Romance. Oh, dog, you're about to get euthanized.
That's good stuff.
Hey,
it is good stuff.
My Chemical Romance might be getting back together.
I heard something about that too.
Apparently, they're like practicing in some like warehouse. Apparently, the Jonas Brothers leaked it. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I don't know how that came about to be, but it's weird.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see him come back.
Definitely.
I mean, he's on the top of his game. Give me 1 second while I put this dog down. All right, 1 second. I'll be right
That
back.
was dark.
All right, so we have one casualty for the evening so far.
Yeah.
We'll try to keep it to one, but you never know how things are going to go here on The Strangest.
Too spooky for you.
Too spooky for you. We make ghosts in real time. So
Blake is now
you guys want ghosts? We got you the ghosts. We're going to bring them to you live. You heard it here first.
Oh God, he's back. Oh,
It was painless. Don't worry. She didn't suffer. Good God, the dog just went out before the stream, and then she was bugging the shit out of me. But anyway, sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Pentatonics, I had a sweet spot for Pentatonics. I don't listen to them much anymore, but I like them. They're good.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're very talented.
I'm not familiar.
They do you've heard the Christmas stuff, I'm sure. They do a lot of Christmas music too.
Their cover of Hallelujah is really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like that one.
Cool.
But anyway, yeah. So, what is your favorite band?
Oh God.
Oh, buddy.
Please go first, Jake.
So
they tell.
that is hard to narrow down. If I had to pick one band, I would probably have to go with Breaking Benjamin, just because they're the only band that I've seen live 4 times. So I guess that has to speak for itself somewhat. I do like a lot of music, or a lot of bands that I like a lot, but I guess they're on top. They got the number 1 spot for me. What about you?
I was really into Breaking Benjamin when I was younger. I liked them a lot. They're still making good music. I haven't kept up with them like I used to.
Oh God. I don't know. I mean, honestly,
They just stroked out. It's too much.
Yeah, I can't handle it. Okay, so right now I really like this band called Tame Impala. I highly, highly recommend them. They're really good. They're very good. They're very like psychedelic, kind of 80s. But I like Arctic Monkeys a lot. Angels and Airwaves, Blink-182. All the good stuff. So I like so much stuff. It's hard to. The Eagles. I mean, Led Zeppelin. I could go on.
Poker Shiz says Nickelback is number 1.
Hey,
Can you go ahead and hit that ban button really quick?
Yeah, how do I?
We don't need that kind of negativity
Kick
around these
for
parts.
duration forever.
hey, wait though. I will defend some of their earlier songs.
No, I was about to say I can't say anything. I actually, when I was the first concert I ever went to, when I was 15 years old, my mom took my cousin and I to see Nickelback. So
I was there.
Yep, you were there. We didn't go together, but we found out later that we were at that concert at the same time. So that was my very first concert.
FYI, we just admitted we went to a Nickelback concert on the internet, so it's out there now.
It's out there.
We can't retract that. We are known for that now.
Next time on the Strangest live stream, featuring literally anyone else.
Nickelback's good. I don't. I mean, they got some good stuff. They got some stuff I don't like, but it's they got some good stuff.
I didn't mind it back in the day. I actually saw a comedian recently who was talking about just like, what did Nickelback do to anybody? It's like, except for make a bunch of bros really happy. It's like they haven't done anything and everyone shits on them.
That's true.
They made a bunch of frat bros very happy.
Yeah, for sure. I read online somewhere that there was some radio DJ that if you kind of try to trace the origin of the Nickelback hate, there was some radio DJ that just shit all over them all the time. So it just kind of launched off from there. So it must have been like in a metropolitan area where a lot of people heard it, and then suddenly everybody hates Nickelback. Then it does its thing, and then the rest is history.
Oh yeah, they're a meme. They were one of the first like music memes. I guess like everybody kind of heard their music, and then they were just like, oh, well, somebody said Nickelback sucks, so I guess we have to think that too.
Right.
So I don't know. You know, it's
the mob mentality.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, hive mind.
Yeah. Well, so speaking of sad things, we're going to go ahead and jump into the topic today and get to it. So what is the darkest, most disturbing song that you've heard that you can think of?
I'll let you go first.
Me?
Yeah.
I say darkest. I think we're gonna talk about it tonight, but I think it's almost like avant-garde. It's off of the Beatles' White Album. It's Revolution 9. It's a very strange mixture of like sounds and like recordings, and it's pretty creepy. I mean, that's a pretty creepy song, especially when you have your headphones on in the middle of the night and you're listening to it and you're just like, oh god, something's gonna consume my soul, you know.
That feeling of dread inside.
Yeah.
What about you, Jake?
If I had to pick one, it's I think also another song that we're going to talk about this evening. There's a song by the band Fastball called "The Way," which most people don't recognize by name, but you've probably heard it before.
Definitely.
And I won't give anything away, but the mood of the song is very kind of like preppy and upbeat and having a good time, but the message underneath is the total opposite.
That seems to be the way a lot of like creepy songs are. You ever notice that? Like it's very like happy and poppy, and people dance to it, and then it's like, oh, listen to the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Very true.
We will be talking about songs like that tonight. So, me personally, the song that comes to mind is "A Little Piece of Heaven" by Avenged Sevenfold.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's one too.
It's a song that sounds like a love song. Well, I guess it is a love song, but the lyrics are all about what's the word, necrophilia.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend won't give out, so he kills her and just has sex with her body.
Oh,
it's a really dark song.
Jesus, I guess that is a love song, but
is that on the list tonight?
Yeah, that song that didn't make the list quite. It should have.
Honestly, yeah, I kind of feel like everything we're putting out doesn't really kind of pales in comparison.
We're gonna ball this script up, and so necrophilia, you say?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and read some of the lyrics because I really always knew that my little crime would be cold. That's why I got a heater for your thighs.
Oh God!
Whoa! I haven't heard that song in a long time, so like that was.
It's not even subtle.
That's not even. No, it's not. Like, how did that? That would never fly today.
No, he put in the fun back in the funeral with that one.
Must have stabbed her 50 effing times. I can't believe it. Ripped her heart out right before her eyes. Eyes over easy.
Eyes over. Would he eat her too? Whoa.
Oh, it's bad.
Jeez.
So yeah, go listen to Avenged Seven. I can't do the lyrics that much because we'll end up getting demonetized. But enjoy that.
Yeah, that's one. That's a wow. Okay. So that's the end of the stream. Here we go. No.
It's been a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so back to the whole fastball thing. I'll let you explain it, Jake, because I didn't research it. I mean, I listened to the song, which I really liked,
sure,
but I forgot to research it. So you make me learn something tonight.
So basically, the song is when you break down the lyrics and listen to it, it's about a mass cult suicide. So they talk about how these people are going to go on a trip. They packed their bags and they just started walking. And the lyrics literally say they left before the sun came up that day. It goes on a little bit further and mentions that the road that they walk on is paved in gold. It's always summer. They'll never get cold. They'll never get hungry. They'll never turn old and gray. And he also mentions things about like drinking wine and leaving their children behind, and that they're never going to come home, but they don't care about it. So when you really start to break it down, it's a group of people who are, I guess, kind of like the whole Jonestown incident. They're about to drink that magic that takes you up that ladder in the sky. So yeah, it's such a good song. It's poppy. It's fun to listen to. But when you listen to the lyrics, it's like, whoa, this is a little dark.
Yeah.
A little creepy.
Yeah,
it's such a happy song. I really enjoy it. I didn't know what it was going into it. Like I had heard the song before, but I didn't know that's what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really love that song. I never would have looked into it.
Yeah, it's one of those songs. It's very 90s. It's like it's like the epitome of a 90s one-hit wonder band.
Definitely.
But it's just a fantastic song. I
is.
mean, it's one of those songs that like it's. I'm trying to think of another example, but like you said, you don't know the band,
right?
You don't really know the name of the song, but when you hear it, you're like, oh yeah, I know this song.
Exactly.
I had no idea this was about
right,
a cult.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, so another song, and I had Ben and Jake on Trendge and The Janitor. I'm gonna slip, giving me suggestions of things to talk about, and I learned a lot of new things. But I think I'd heard about this next one, but I didn't actually know. In the song "Stairway to Heaven." The lyrics forward, and this is in reference to backmasking songs, basically going in and hiding subliminal messages backwards in the songs. But the original lyrics forward are, if there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now. It's just a spring clean for the May Queen. Yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. But if you play it backwards, and I did get to listen to it backwards, it's pretty creepy. It says, "Oh, here's to my sweet Satan, the one whose little path would make me sad, whose power is Satan. He'll give those with him 666. There was a little tool shed where he made us suffer. That's Satan.
A tool shed.
The tool shed.
The little tool shed makes sad Satan.
What's he got in there? I wonder.
Yeah, what does Satan keep in his tool shed?
That's a topic for another day.
Yeah, that's another stream for another day. Yeah. That's...
Coming next week, Strangest.
Good night, Carrie. Have a good night. Thank you.
Hello.
But yeah, so that's a thing. There's a lot of songs that I remember hearing have backmasking. They even said like the Pokemon theme song had it.
Interesting.
I can't remember. Yeah, I meant to look more into that, but apparently it's got some satanic things. But people, I remember back in like elementary school when Pokemon really got big, like all the teachers thought that it was satanic. All the parents thought it was satanic.
Sure.
It's pocket monsters. They keep the demons in the pockets.
Well, you know, it's funny. Like you were talking about backmasking. There was I know you guys have heard the band Chicago, right?
Oh yeah, for
They
sure.
are these soft rock kings.
Yeah.
You know, the love song kings. Well, apparently in their song "You're the Inspiration," some evangelical group said that if you backmask it, they're saying "Hail Satan." I highly doubt Chicago is saying "Hail Satan." So
Is that "You're the meaning of my life"?
Exactly.
Let's go and hail Satan.
There you go. See, that's what it was supposed to be about. And yeah, apparently
I didn't know that.
a love song is about Hail Satan. So, you know.
That one either.
Chicago kicks ass.
I mean,
Popeye's chicken's a shishnet.
You put the meat in your throat. You put your meat in your mouth.
Hole and then your throat hole.
I'm kind of hungry for Popeyes now. Why'd you have to do that?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Thanks, Stacy. Appreciate that. Karen said going crazy 2 live streams at a time. You got to juggle them.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not going to make you leave one.
2
I'm not that kind of guy.
one stream on one and the other stream on the other.
And then insert that.
Yeah, I remember listening to Stairway to Heaven backwards with my cousin one night. For whatever reason, we got on this kick where we found this program where we could flip songs and play them backwards ourselves, and we started doing that. And I think what started is we found a YouTube video that talked about Stairway to Heaven, and it is kind of wild how because you get a lot of these backtracking songs and they don't sound that clear, but if you listen to Stairway to Heaven backwards, I mean, it's probably bullcrap. Let's be honest here. But
yeah,
at the same time, it is kind of creepy how clear it is. I mean, it really sounds like he's saying those words where you get some, it's like, that's kind of a stretch.
Yeah.
This one's not so much of a stretch. It really does sound like he's saying exactly what these lyrics are.
Yeah, no, it is. And like I said, a lot of the backmasking stuff, like you said, is kind of shifty. But at the end of the day, the one that always sticks out to me the most is Stairway to Heaven. You just hear it's very...
It's clear.
It's clear. Yeah, it's not, yeah, and whether it's true or not, I don't know. I mean, if you look into Led Zeppelin did a lot of really weird things. They claim Jimmy Page had this big giant house on a hill. I think he still does, the guitar player for Zeppelin. And apparently he was into witchcraft, and it was the home of like a former like self-proclaimed exorcist.
Oh.
And he was into like spells and doing all this weird stuff, and he was a weird dude. So if they did this and they somehow made it work, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they did it on purpose.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure. Hey, Markbot. Good to see you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Markbot. Good to see you. Been a while. But yeah, like that is a really clear song. Like some of them, it'll be like, "Hail Satan!" It's like, "Go to hell."
How's it go again?
Hail Satan.
Yeah. that's very accurate.
I like the head motion with it.
It just sounds like they're vomiting words.
Right. I listened to one today that I don't think we had it in our list, but the song by Eiffel 65 called Blue.
Yeah.
Blue Daba Diba. If you listen to that one,
that's the
it's
title.
supposed to sound like they're saying hide the body, eat the body. I listened to it like 20 times. I did not hear it. I was like, this is such a far stretch. It does not sound anything like that.
That's fundy. Hide the body, eat the body. I don't know. I'm sorry. That's not really that funny, but
that is pretty. I've meant to look into
funny. It's kind of funny.
I kept playing it. It's like, maybe if I squint my ears, can I hear it a little better? And I could not. I couldn't.
I couldn't hit.
Markbot said, "How about Tool? And if you layer the songs, it makes a whole new song." I've never heard that one.
I haven't heard that either. I'm gonna have to look that up
Do
because
you know what song it is? Because I definitely do want to check that out.
yeah.
Every 2 minutes of a Tool song is a new Tool song.
That's why you only get one album every 10 years.
That's true. You know, the next album's going to be in 10,000 days. So.
Yeah. Soulless Jamie said, "You guys should look up the song Gloomy Sunday, and it's a conspiracy. It made many people commit suicide. It's really interesting."
Who's that by?
Say what?
Who's that by? Gloomy Sunday. I'm curious.
I don't know. Yeah, who's that by? Let us know. We'll check it out.
Yeah.
Christopher Guyan said, "What's up? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream."
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, but I saw a really dark one. It was like if you listen to a Justin Bieber song and at regular tempo, if you listen, you'll actually hear it's scary. A normal Justin Bieber song. So
sorry, I had to.
Don't do it. Just don't.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just never listen to Justin Bieber. He wants to fight Tom Cruise.
He actually misses us. Well, he can't miss me and Ben because we're.
Maybe he did.
I don't know. I mean,
possible.
Did you miss us, Christopher? It's okay if you did.
Gloomy Sunday, Billie Holiday. Oh,
Billie
yeah.
Holiday.
Some of those older songs really do have some creepy undertones.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
Yeah, good suggestion.
Yeah, thanks, Christopher, though. We missed you too. But yeah, so we got some more stuff. Let's talk about The End by The Doors.
Ooh, this is a big one.
This is a dark one.
Mm-hmm.
So and I'll go ahead and read. This is definitely plagiarized. I just copied and pasted. That was a cool story. But I'll have to find out who posted it and credit them. But The End is about death, the song by The Doors. Although the song also deals with Jim Morrison's parents, it contains I'm not going to pronounce that. It contains themes of loving the mother and killing the father. Morrison was always vague about the meaning, explaining that it could be almost anything you want it to be. The Doors developed the song during live performances at the Whiskey A Go-Go in a Los Angeles club, where they were the house band in 1966. They had to play 2 sets a night, so they were forced to extend their songs in order to fill the sets. This gave them a chance to experiment with their songs. The End began as Jim Morrison's farewell to Mary Werbelow, his girlfriend, who followed him from Florida to Los Angeles. It developed into an 11-minute epic. On August 21st, 1966, Jim Morrison didn't show up for the Doors gig at the Whiskey A Go-Go. After playing the first set without him, the band retrieved Morrison from his apartment, where he'd been tripping on acid. They always played The End as the last song, but Morrison decided to play it early in the set, and the band went along with it. When they got to the part where he could do a spoken improv, he started talking about a killer and said, "Father, I want to kill you. Mother, I want to fuck you."
Whoa.
Yeah, the crowd went nuts, but the band was fired right after the show. The Doors had recently signed a record deal, and they had established themselves a large following. So getting fired from the Whiskey A Go-Go was not a crushing blow. But that wasn't in the script. But Morrison was on an acid trip when they first tried to record the song. He kept singing "fuck the mother, kill the father" rather than the actual lyrics. In the Mojo collection, it states, "comprehensively wrecked." The singer wound up lying on the floor, mumbling the words of his nightmare, basically just saying the words over: "kill the father, fuck the mother."
Wow.
And then suddenly animated, he arose and threw a TV remote at the control room window. Threw a TV at the control room window. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah, this dude was.
I almost undersold it.
See you later, Stacy.
Yeah. Bye, Stacy.
Hope you feel better.
Yeah. I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. Get better. But yeah, he was sent home by producer Paul Rothschild like a naughty school kid. He returned in the middle of the night, broke in, peeled off his clothes, yanked a fire extinguisher from the wall, and drenched the studio. Alerted, Rothschild came back and persuaded the naked, foam-flecked Morrison to leave once more, advising the studio owner to charge the damage to Elektra. Next day, the band nailed the track in 2 takes. Morrison lived on for only another 5 years. This is supposedly the last song that Morrison ever heard. The night he died, he was playing the Old Doors album, ending with this one. This was the last song on that album. So he died listening to that song.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, Morrison was a wild dude. Like, this is just like a pebble of like the crazy stuff he did. This is like a small, like, that dude was so wild, which is also why he only lived 5 years after this. But he was nuts. Jim Moore, they called him the Lizard King.
The Wizard King or the Lizard King?
The Lizard King.
Oh,
He was a crazy dude. Like they wrote some great music, but they say the tortured artists. You hear about that a lot. I think Jim Morrison's one of the original ones. I mean, he was. I think he was part of the 27 Club too. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
I don't know much about him, but I do know he was part of the 27 Club. So it's crazy to think that all that happened when this guy was only 22 years old and he's writing these wild songs, and it's just, I don't know, it's crazy, man.
I would encourage everybody to look up Jim Morrison, just like about his life. It's just some crazy stuff, man. He was wild.
That is pretty wild.
Yeah. I would encourage everyone never to try acid, not even once.
That's true. Yeah.
Stay away from fire extinguishers.
Don't fuck your parents.
There's a fire.
Yeah, fire extinguishers, man. They go crazy. But that's insane. Pretty dark stuff. It just shows like money doesn't always buy happiness.
Not at all.
But we'll buy a fire extinguisher.
It's that shit. Yeah, we'll have to talk more about him sometime and just the crazy stuff he does.
Yeah, let's look.
Or did rather.
Just to tack on to it, just one last thing about Morrison. People still claim if you go to where he's buried, I can't remember where it is. I want to say New York. I don't know. But anyway, if you go to where he's buried, if you go to his burial site, it's in a cemetery. He apparently people see his ghost. Several artists have said to have seen his ghost kind of like wandering around his tomb because he's in one of those big mausoleums. I think that's what they're called, right?
Like the
yeah. And so apparently people have said that they've seen his ghost kind of wandering around. And there's a few pictures on the internet. I'm not sure if they're doctored, but they're pretty creepy. So
interesting.
Marbot said, "Did you already talk about Hotel California?" Ben, do you know about this one?
I thought about it. I thought about bringing that up. I didn't know because it's
on the script, so I'll let you talk about it. I'm not aware of it.
Yeah. Okay. So, Hotel California is actually a pretty creepy song in itself. So the rumor is it's about hell.
That's what I'd always heard.
The song itself is about hell.
Mm-hmm.
You can check out, but you can never leave. Stab it with their steely knives, but they just couldn't kill the beast.
Right.
Things like that really had a lot of people on edge with that song. It was banned from several radio stations. It's a creepy song. In the beginning, he's talking about he's riding his Mercedes Benz or whatever. A lot of people think that he died or had gotten like a car crash, kind of at the beginning of the song.
Oh, okay.
And the rest of it is kind of like his journey through hell. And they talk about like hallways and it's just weird, crazy stuff like that. Lots of really creepy stuff. With that song, I should have thought to bring that up, and I never did.
Markbot said he wrote it about a mental asylum.
Oh, I don't think I've heard that one, but that would make sense. That would make sense.
It's a place out here in California.
Huh.
I definitely need to look into that. It's crazy, like one of the most catchy songs in the world.
Yeah.
Absolutely. One of the most known songs in the world.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I said catchy. The bad thing is like I'm trying to sing it I know the song. I'm trying to sing it in my head, and for some reason, every time I do, Danny California plays instead. It's like I'm trying to hear the lyrics. It's like Danny going California.
Somebody should do a mashup of those two songs.
They should. That's the sequel. In case
people
don't know that.
I'll work on that this week.
California.
And Danny California is Satan.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, Red Hot Hell.
There you go.
Yeah. See, we uncover conspiracies live here on The Strangest.
We're working overtime this week.
Doing Satan's work, the Lord's work.
Satan's bidding.
Yeah.
She said if you play it backwards, it's supposed to say some dark stuff. I should have looked into this. I could have added it to. We talked about backmasking earlier.
Yeah, we did.
Damn.
We did. Yes.
Drop the ball.
Another one we got to put on the list. We gotta check that one out too.
This is what happens when you wait till the last minute to write a script.
Hey, it's okay. We've got some good stuff covered. I can ad lib some of this. I know some of these things.
Yeah, this man. Most of you watching probably don't know Ben. This man's like a music encyclopedia.
He is. Like this whole live stream was actually suggested by him last week.
That's true.
And I'm in no way a master on this subject. So Ben is definitely, he's the guy here. So
Hotel California.
1976. It was nominated for a Grammy and it lost to Rumors by Fleetwood Mac.
That's insane.
That's a tough.
Can you imagine? Album of the year was between Boston's debut album, "Fly Like an Eagle" by Steve Miller Band, and I think it was "Fly Like an Eagle," and Rumors and Hotel California, and Rumors beat it. Which it's hard to pick between those two.
Right.
But,
I mean, that's the Rumors is an amazing album.
Christopher said, "What about Robert Johnson, Crossroads?"
Ooh, God, man, I messed up when I was suggesting stuff.
We're gonna have to do a part 2 of this.
Yeah,
I
tell us
looked
about
into that recently. Funny you mentioned that. Who was the Christopher? So I actually was looking into this myself one night, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was like 2 in the morning. So I was bored and I was looking into creepy stuff. And so apparently Robert Johnson is was a African American guitar player from the 20s.
Oh, I don't know
he
that.
died super young. There's not many people know him. Like not many people. I want to say they don't know him. There's not a lot known about his life at all. Like you can look into him, but there's not much known. Well, apparently one day he went off into the woods, just for a personal journey, and he came back several days, weeks later, and all of a sudden he could just play the guitar like it was nobody's business. Oh. And like he was never a good guitar player beforehand. So a lot of people think he sold his soul. I'm sure you've heard of this. Especially if you guys watch.
Oh, Supernatural. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And so if he sold his soul at the crossroads to get better at playing the guitar.
Interesting.
And he's like the original, he's the OG blues guitar player.
I forgot all about that. I do know that guy.
And it's weird because you hear all these people, there's no like official, I think there's no official birth certificate for him. So no one's 100% sure on the day he was born. And then he died, but nobody knows how he died. Some people think that he was kind of a playboy. And so some people think that maybe he got caught sleeping with another guy's wife and he got killed, but nobody actually knows how he died. That's just theory.
Interesting.
So good example there, Christopher. That was, man, I dropped the ball on some of these suggestions this week.
I've never seen Supernatural, so I don't know that reference. But the first thing that came to my mind when you mentioned that was in the movie "O Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Yes.
When they pick up the blues guitar player at the crossroads. He's actually at a crossroads when they pick him up, and he tells them he just finished selling his soul to the devil, and in exchange, the devil gave me this guitar and told me to play it really nice. And,
he jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what." I've forgotten all about that. Yeah. I hadn't watched. I saw it from Supernatural, but it's been so long, probably 10 years since I watched that part.
There's actually a Robert Johnson documentary on Netflix. Oh. If you guys really want to look into it, anybody out there wants to look into it, I suggest. I can't remember what it's called. But it's on there, and I actually have it on. I put it on my queue a couple weeks ago, and I've been meaning to get around to watch it. But I definitely would recommend that.
Huh. Yeah, but thanks everyone in the chat. You guys are killing it. Like, let us know anything else suggestions, because we forget a lot. I forget a lot of stuff. I wrote this. I'm the reason we forgot this stuff.
That's a great suggestion. That's interesting.
No, good job, Christopher. That was A+.
So this next one, I can't remember. I think it was Ben. It was one of you two that talked about it. The Gimme Shelter.
This was you.
Wait, which one?
Gimme Shelter.
Oh, okay. I thought we were in another one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes. This one's creepy.
This one's really it's really sad. Mm-hmm. But so Gimme Shelter. Wait, how far are we in? Oh, yeah, we're doing all right. So Gimme Shelter. It's one of the most striking moments. It's all right. So the Rolling Stones, right? We're on the right track.
I've heard of them. Rolling Stones.
You're familiar.
Some indie band.
So they had Mick Jagger was asked about this in an interview and talking about the song. And in the song, I should have probably written this better instead of just copying it. But in the song, a woman named Mary Clayton does backup vocals and kills it. Well, that's not good terminology to use. But
foreshadowing.
Yeah. So basically, he described the circumstances surrounding soul singer Mary Clayton's powerful background vocals. He said, when we got to Los Angeles and we were mixing it, we thought, well, it'd be great to have a woman come on and do the rape murder verse or chorus, whatever you want to call it. We randomly phoned up this poor lady in the middle of the night, and she arrived with her curlers in and proceeded to do the song in 1 or 2 takes, which is pretty amazing. She came in and knocked off this rather odd lyric. It's not the sort of lyric that you give anyone, rape, murder, it's just a shot away. But she still really got into it, and you can hear it on the record. Clayton sang with such emotional force that her voice cracked in tune. That's the cool thing. Yeah. In the isolated vocal track, you can hear the others in the band actually shouting in amazement and cheering her on. Despite giving what would become the most famous performance of her career, it turned out to be a tragic night for Clayton. Shortly after leaving the studio, she lost her baby in a miscarriage. It's generally been assumed that the stress from the emotional intensity of her performance and the lateness of the hour caused the miscarriage.
That's a shame.
It's really sad.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's rough.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned. I probably should have mentioned she was pregnant earlier. So yeah, she was pregnant. But yeah, they say that she. I was
She
about to say
sang
she
so
killed
well,
the
she got pregnant and then miscarried. No, that is really sad though. I think that I guess this maybe just the strain, because I mean that is a pretty powerful performance that's out there. So
It is. No, it is.
putting that much energy into something like that, it could be. I don't know.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, I get lightheaded singing in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
no,
It's hard to say for sure. I mean, this might be a little surprising, but I'm not a doctor, so I couldn't say for sure. But
How do you afford that cat statue if you're not a doctor?
he is still just sitting chilling there.
he hasn't moved.
He's sitting.
What?
Yeah, you ain't paid. What's going on, man?
He's just I don't know, man. He's yeah, no, it's one of those things. Like there's the isolated vocals. I'm not sure if we have them tagged in this video or not, but if you can find them, look them up on YouTube. It will like put chills down your spine listening to it. Like it's very
I'll have to check that out.
yeah, it's
It's a shame that YouTube won't let us
oh I know,
do it
right?
for you,
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. I actually read about that on Reddit like maybe a week or two ago, so it was kind of interesting that you brought it up. Everything, small world, all that jazz. But yeah, that is pretty sad.
Yeah, we were gonna have Jake sing all the songs tonight, just so you guys would be able to listen to them and we wouldn't get copyright striked. But he came down with a bad case of bitched out. So
Well, the real issue is if I sang the songs, I would do it so well that we would still get flagged for copyright. So
Good retort. Good retort.
No
that's a very good idea. Like start a channel where you try to get copyright striked by doing such a good job.
Good, yeah.
We can do it.
Good retort.
That was good. Hey Amy, she said, sorry I'm late. We're camping and I lost track of time. You're still camping and you're watching us? That's dedication.
Yeah, really.
Hey.
Amazing.
You guys are awesome.
Fan number one today here over here.
Yeah, you guys are great. So this next one is a very popular one. I'm sure everyone has heard multiple times. And you've probably heard the story behind it. It's, well, not even a story. It's pretty clear if you listen to the lyrics.
Yeah.
But Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People. Yeah, so it's I can read the lyrics, I guess. No, I didn't leave that part. Anyway, with the pumped up kicks, better run, outrun. Yeah, so it's a super catchy song in like 2012. I don't know. When was that, Ben? When did that song come out?
Something like 2011, 12.
Sounds about right.
Something like that,
Yeah. So if you didn't know that song, if you didn't know the lyrics to that song, I'm just going to read a little bit because it's actually about school shootings.
Foreshadows very much of many of the things that have happened in the last decade or so, you know?
Think about that.
Yeah, so here's some of the lyrics if you didn't know that song was about school shootings. Robert's got a quick hand. He'll look around the room. He won't tell you his plan. He's got a rolled cigarette hanging out his mouth. He's a cowboy kid. Yeah, he found a 6-shooter gun in his dad's closet hidden in a box of fun things. I didn't even know what. But he's coming for you. Yeah, he's coming for you. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, better run faster than my bullet. Yeah.
Like you're singing it, and then you're singing it, and it sounds a certain way. But then Blake's reading that, and it's just like, holy hell.
Yeah, I saw a thing recently online, and it was a member from I think it was one of the lead singers of the band Blues Traveler. He said that you can pretty much sing about anything, and as long as it's catchy, people won't even pay attention to the lyrics. And apparently that was the origin for the song that they have called Hook, if you guys have heard that song. Because if you think about the lyrics of that song, it's complete, utter nonsense. It makes no sense whatsoever. And actually, now that I think about it, a really good example of that, too, would be anything Beck has ever written in his life.
Girl, buttons, you know.
Copyright. Too good.
That's pretty much a Beck song. We might get sued for that one.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like I love that song. I mean, I still do love that song, but like I had no idea. It was all over the radio. Like, did no one pay attention to it?
I guess
like the radio stations didn't pay attention to it at all.
No, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, Yeah, and I was reading something else from I don't remember where it was. It's probably on Reddit. Everything I read is on Reddit. But I was reading about how there is an artist out there now. I can't remember who it was, but they're like, yeah, and then like you said earlier, it's like we can sing about anything. Nobody pays attention to the lyrics.
No,
Everybody just if it's catchy, it's got a good beat, it's got a good melody, the vocal delivery is good. People just don't care about the lyrics. They're not going to look into it.
No, they don't.
And then when you do like this, it's like, wow, I'm just looking at it right here. It's like, wow,
it blows your mind that you do
dark.
a live podcast on it.
Yeah. It keeps us in business.
Yeah. This is a more in-your-face one, but you know the song Bullets by Hollywood Undead?
Yes.
I don't know that one.
It's the most upbeat sounding song. It sounds like a song you'd hear on Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Da, 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 and the lyrics are, my legs are hanging off the edge. The bottom of the bottle is my only friend. And then he's just like, I think I'll swallow
Pelican or something?
I'll swallow a thing of pills again, and I'm gone. Let's talk about you want to
like swinging,
It's super. We'll have to listen to it tonight.
Yeah, we'll check that out.
Definitely.
Christopher said, and there's a song about parachutes in Germany.
Oh, 99 Left Balloons.
Oh, is that it?
Or Red Balloons, because that Left Balloons that's German, because it's a German song.
I actually have that song. Like part of it is in German, isn't it? It's like
Goldfinger covered it.
99.
Yeah.
I thought the song was originally German, and then they also recorded an English version.
Yes.
Is that what it was?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
It's a good song. I missed the craze when it was really popular, and I just kind of rediscovered it recently.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Goldfinger does a great cover of it, but the song itself is in the 80s, and it's about the Cold War. The red balloons kind of like represent the Soviet Union.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I never would have known. I just figured these guys really like balloons. Really hate the ozone layer. This is off topic, completely off topic. But I read an article talking about how Party City is having trouble as a company because helium is a non-renewable resource, and the Earth is running out of helium.
I read that. Yeah, that's sad. What are we gonna do? We're gonna put balloons. We're gonna fill balloons with air.
Well, our grandchildren aren't going to know the balloons once floated.
No, nitrogen works. There's just other risks involved.
Right.
Yeah. But the thing is like we have this non-renewable resource, and what do? We put it in rubber to watch it fly away, and we make our voice higher, which I am super sad that my great-great-grandchildren or even grandchildren, I'm not going to have kids, who knows, but they're not going to know the joys of helium.
Oh man, we used to inhale that stuff all the time.
My parents were like, "It kills your brain cells," and I'm like, "What brain cells?" I'm sorry. What brain cells?
I'm like, "Who are you? Why are you in my mom's house?"
Our entire generation is going to have super early onset dementia.
We're going to have what?
Super early onset dementia.
What?
We inhaled everything.
How'd you get in my house?
Who is this?
Where are we? Who are these people?
I mean, think about it. We've done all these crazy things that we don't even have like long-term results on.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've whatever.
Yep.
Mark Bot said, "Oh wait, that's why the Dollar Trees are out of helium for balloons perpetually."
Oh yes.
Oh man, McDonald's ice cream machines use helium too. Then that would make sense.
Oh God, dude. No more McDonald's. Well, never mind. I don't miss it anyway because I never get it. So
I saw things was like, "How broke are you?" McDonald's ice cream machine.
That's like dirt poor.
Always broke.
But yeah, who knows? I mean, I did see Party City, so who knows? Dollar Tree. I mean, come to think of it, I don't think ours is ever really going either.
I don't think I ever stepped foot in that place.
Soulless Jamie said the only creepy songs I can think of are Red Pill Blues, a great song by Maroon 5, and Gloomy Sunday.
I don't think I've ever heard that one. Gloomy Sunday.
I don't know that one. I think it's off their newest album. I haven't listened to that one, so I'm not 100% sure. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I have to check that out.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Is that the Maroon 5 version where he picks the red pill instead of the blue pill?
Keanu Reeves version.
What's the other song by Maroon 5? It's what's it called?
This is
Wake Up Call.
Oh, Wake Up Call?
Isn't that about murdering someone?
It's about murdering so a dude comes home and finds his wife's been sleeping with this guy.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Then you had to shoot him dead.
Yeah. I mean, it's a wild song.
More about the Stroop waffle ice cream from the
Maroon 5 back in the day.
Oh, I saw that they had that when I went to McDonald's this week for lunch. I eat McDonald's, and I saw that on the menu, and I was like, "Whoa!" Because I really like Stroop waffles. If you don't know what a Stroop waffle is,
I don't know
it's
what
like
it is.
it's a really thin waffle. I think it's 2-layered, but it has like caramel or some other kind of flavor in the middle of it. And they're, I mean, like maybe the thickness of like 5 sheets of paper. They're pretty thin, but they're really good.
They have it in ice cream now?
Yeah, apparently they have an ice cream.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm just
It's
kidding.
good.
I'm still here.
No, I didn't know that was a thing either. I've never had that. I'm gonna have to try that. That
Actually,
sounds amazing.
I think I have Stroop waffles here. So if everyone in the chat wants to come to my house, I'll give everybody a Stroop waffle.
All right, everyone, I'm about to post his address in the chat, so I'm just gonna do that.
Oh, see you guys soon.
Yeah, that sounds really good though. We'll have to try that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, it's already 45 minutes in. We're probably only going for like an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes, because we got stuff to do. But we're doing good. We got more stuff
We're
to talk
doing pretty good.
Hey,
I don't want to ignore anybody. Chris said in the chat too. What do you guys think of people having photo shoots at nuclear sites?
I saw that. Did you see that this week?
I didn't, but that sounds brave.
People are creeping into Chernobyl now. Chernobyl.
Oh no, that's very well. I've heard certain parts are okay now.
Well, the cool thing about it is though, when you do something like that, you don't have to buy a selfie stick anymore because you can just use your third arm to hold your camera while you take a picture of yourself, and you can still stand there normally.
Yes.
So I can see the appeal. I get it.
Yeah, no.
I get it.
No, I was reading this. I know I was reading on Reddit. Yeah, people. So now the trend, Chernobyl is the big thing now because the show on HBO, all that good stuff. I think we talked about it last week, actually.
We did.
We did.
And I still haven't watched it, so I'm going to watch it. But apparently, yeah, people are going to
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl, yeah, and they're taking pictures. And it's like, I mean, no, it's not as bad as it used to be, but yeah, you'll still get radioactive.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I'm under the understanding that the fallout in Chernobyl is still supposed to be horrible for like the next 80 years.
80 years,
like
yeah.
that.
I think it's at its half. I don't think it's quite at its half-life point yet.
Interesting.
If you know how Half-Life works and all that stuff, it's like it's not as potent after it passes its half-life. So that means it's 50% gone,
right.
and so then you have a weaker half left. But I mean, don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
We here at the Strangest do not condone taking pictures at nuclear sites.
We do not condone that.
Radioactive sites.
It would be cool to go once it's gone, but we won't live that long.
No, and like I said, like in the factory, it's still the most, if I'm not mistaken, the most radioactive place on the planet.
The rabbit's foot, I think, is what it's called.
Elephant's foot.
Elephant's foot. Yeah, rabbit's
Let me
foot.
see if I can find a picture of that actually, because I wanted to show it last time. It's really weird looking. Let's see.
Where is Chernobyl? It's just in Russia, right?
Russia, yeah.
Russia,
yeah.
yeah. Interesting.
Of course,
the Diaries is a good. The Chernobyl Diaries is a pretty funny. Well, not funny. It's a pretty fun horror movie. If you guys want to watch that.
It's so funny.
Hilarious. People are running.
Yeah, basically, these people that are doing selfies, they need to watch that movie.
You want to talk about creepy too? Not Chernobyl as much, but you ever seen pictures of like people after they dropped the atomic bomb in Japan?
Yeah,
It's 45. It is
pretty horrible.
Oh, it's god awful.
Yeah.
Their shadows were etched into the concrete.
Yeah. I remember seeing pictures of that.
Ooh, fun music thing. This kind of ties into this. That you just made me think of that, Blake.
Mhm.
So, Blake, I know you know this. Jake, you might. The cover to Tom DeLonge's Boxcar Racer album. That's exactly what that's about.
Oh.
You know, the guy, it's the red background, and the guy's like this is a shadow of the guy doing this.
Oh shit!
That's what that is. It's
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's crazy. I knew of the album cover. I didn't know that was what it was.
That's exactly what it is.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's
So, I'm gonna see if I can. I'm
album, so
some.
gonna see if I can show this. This is the elephant's foot.
Whoa.
So, this guy literally just got vaporized. I don't know what that guy's doing. I think that he's actually getting sucked into the Ghostbusters machine.
I was getting ready
Holy
to ask,
crap.
what's up with this dude over here?
let me
Yeah,
look at that
I
again.
don't-
Hang on. Let me see that for a few more minutes.
Let's see if I can set it up. There we go. Now you can talk over it. But yeah, it's
Wow. So that's when was this taken? Do we know?
oh, this was a while ago. I don't know when it. Oh, in 1996. Yeah.
So
So
somebody went in there, or did they send like a robot in there or something?
I don't know. Like I said, this guy looks like a ghost. Like he has no feet.
They say he's Casper's uncle in there with a hard hat.
Yeah, he's dead.
He was melted into the walls.
He's real dead.
Insane. I've never seen that picture. That's really cool.
But if that guy really was in there without a hazard suit, he is definitely dead because you can't get near that.
No, definitely not. That's
crazy.
That's insane.
So he started the trend.
Yeah. So yeah, don't do that, guys. Never go to Chernobyl. Just don't do it. Not worth it.
Not worth it. No, definitely not.
But yeah, so that's creepy. I do want to watch that show though. I really need to get that on my list.
You have to check that out.
Yeah, we're gonna look at that.
Yeah. So for the next phase of the live stream, I want to talk about some things that I think are pretty funny. It's theories that certain musical artists have been replaced or killed and replaced by doppelgangers. And I'm going to try to put some pictures up so I can show you guys what I'm talking about.
Good visuals. Need some visuals.
Yeah,
Some visuals.
Some visuals.
Let's see how I can do this. I've got to learn how to hang out, Google Hangout. Here. No, that's not what I wanted at all.
I don't know how to use Hangout. I can tell you how to use OBS. I don't know how to use Hangouts.
It's weird. I'll just do what I was just doing. Let's see if I can open it up. But the first one is Avril Lavigne. Have you heard that theory, guys?
Oh yes,
I've heard it. I don't know too much about the theory behind it. I have seen like the like a side by side picture before, and they're like, that bitch looks different. But I don't know.
She does.
But what else goes into it?
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, I always had a crush on Avril Lavigne, but I didn't even notice.
which one?
Yeah. So let me pull this one up while I'm talking about it, and I'll
heard
read
that her dating life is complicated.
Well, she dated.
Yeah, she was dating a skater boy. I thought she was dating a skater boy.
Yeah, they would like hang out on these damn cold nights.
Yeah, but I don't know. Just if I could talk to Avril Lavigne, I would just be like, man, I wish you were here. Damn.
All right, thank you for coming tonight.
That's all we got.
Hey, you.
I don't like your boyfriend. So yeah, let me go ahead and read this, and I'll go ahead and share this so just stare at this picture of old Avril Lavigne and new clone Avril Lavigne while I'm reading this story.
Let's see it. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Oh no, that's not the right place. You come over here. There we go. All right, so the theory claims that Avril Lavigne, struggling with fame at the beginning of her career, began using a double known as Melissa. At some point, the real Avril Lavigne is said to have died, so the record company replaced her with Melissa full time. Melissa's over here on the right. This is Avril. That's blah, 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 blah. The record company replaced her with Melissa full time. Proof has included that Lavigne's red carpet shots. Lavigne wears trousers. Melissa prefers dresses and skirts. And supposed differences between the facial features of pre-2003 Lavigne and the current incarnation. And you can see, like, her face, there's a lot more room in between the smile or lack thereof. Her nose looks about the same. I'll give her that. But yeah, there's a little bit more there.
It's close.
It's close. Yeah, theorists also believe that Melissa has left clues in her songs, such as "Slipped Away," in which she sings, "The day you slipped away was the day I found it won't be the same." There's even been a publicity shot in which Avril Lavigne had Melissa written on her hand. So people think that is her. And also, there's this other one I think is pretty funny. Let's see if I can do it. There we go. So as you can see, if you look very hard, this girl, Avril, has purple eyeshadow. She doesn't. She's pale. She's tan. You can't fake that. Lips. Look at those lips. This one has teeth. The other one does not have teeth.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This one has wavy hair. This one has straight hair. Where's the shirt? You can't fake this shit.
There's no. You can't.
That's true.
Can't fake this shit. And she has hair on the back. She has hair over. So, I mean, I'm not saying that it's real, but it's real. I mean,
well, they both did have a white background, so
that is true. Could it be from the same house?
But I mean, I guess the evidence kind of outweighs what I'm putting up here.
They are Caucasian.
We're Caucasian.
Or
now we have 2 points.
Oh man, my world's crashing down. I'm Avril Lavigne.
I'm Spartacus.
No, I'm Spartacus. Oh man. So yeah, what do you think? Do you think Avril Lavigne's really Melissa? You think she's fake? That's why she used to be all grungy and now she's a Christian singer?
She's what?
She's a Christian singer now.
I didn't know that.
That's new. That's new news.
Jesus.
Yeah, her newest song was literally it was called like what was it called? Something about
Jesus Loves Me, Yes I Know.
I think it was called The Bible Tells Me So, but
you're
close.
I cannot.
But yeah, it was something. It was like a head above water, maybe. No, that's not it. I don't know. I'll Google it.
Well, I hope your head's above water.
Yeah,
that's kind of because I feel like 17-year-old Avril Lavigne would have wrote a song called "Head Below Water."
She would have.
Two different people.
Oh God!
It's all coming together. Her new song is called Head Above Water. And it's about how she had, I think she has Lyme's disease and she almost died. And that was her song. And she said that Jesus saved her. So yeah, she definitely has changed a lot, though.
Then we would have been on our third Avril Lavigne.
Yeah. Hey, Mama Pink, how's it going?
She's been born again.
I think they kind of thought that was going to happen, so we got Adam Levine.
I know. I always got confused by that. I was like, are they related? Like that sounds like twin names. It's like I'm a twin. I should know.
Right. That's true.
They were separated at birth.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah. So that's pretty cool. I still like Avril Lavigne's old stuff a lot. Like
She has some good tunes.
I used to like her stuff a whole lot. Like what's that song? Fucking what's it called?
I bet it's the same song. I bet we're thinking about the same song. I feel like we are. Because I see you listening to it.
I want to go home, but nobody's home. That's it. It's called Nobody's Home.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know that one.
It's a good joint. You should listen to it. It's very angsty.
Right.
It's good stuff. Yeah, Mom Pink, you just missed everything. Literally everything. I mean, we've only got 4 minutes. We're gonna have to go till 8:10 because we still got some stuff to cover. But what's your bedtime, guys? What time can I hold you to?
8:09.
8:09. I got you.
8:09.
It won't take that long.
More like 9:08.
Yeah, we're gonna have a short one this time, but it's fun. I'm having a good time though. This is
let's keep talking. Let's keep tacking.
All right. So the next story, the next theory rather, about a musician who's died and been replaced is the famous Sir Paul McCartney. So let me find his picture, and this one's this one's actually pretty crazy. Let me find a good one. I've got 3 of them, so I'll post this one first.
Just like we almost had 3 Avril Lavigne. So we make full circle. We come back around here. That's how we do it. It's called a callback.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so here is that picture while I'm talking. So the left one is Paul McCartney, 1966. The one on the right's False Paul on 1967.
False Paul.
False Paul.
False prophet.
So possibly the best known example is the claim that Paul McCartney was replaced with a lookalike after he'd been killed in a car accident. The urban legend took root in 1969 following the release of the Beatles. Hold up, there we go. Okay, I got it. I lost my track. Beatles. The urban legend took place in 1969 following the release of the Beatles' Abbey Road. Fans hunted for clues. They were convinced that John Lennon was saying, "I buried Paul" in Strawberry Fields Forever. For example, Lennon said he actually was saying cranberry sauce, which is bullshit. I listened to the song. It doesn't sound like cranberry sauce. It really does sound like he said, "I buried Paul."
I listened to it today, too. It does sound like that.
Yeah.
Unlike some more recent conspiracy theories, the person at the center actually refuted the claim. In an interview with Life magazine in 1969, McCartney said, "Perhaps the rumor started because I haven't been much in the press lately." But another thing they say that damns it is the song Revolution #9 on the White Album. Apparently, that's where the rumor that Paul McCartney is dead came from, and that he's been replaced with an imposter since that album. It sounds like John Lennon is saying, "Turn me on, dead man," in the track when it's played backwards. So another example of backmasking. Yeah. But, let me find that other some of the other pictures. So look at this one. This is of him and his earlobes. But look at that. I mean, he has a connected earlobe. The other one he doesn't. Like, that's something, right?
That is something. I mean,
oh wow!
If I didn't know any better, I'd say we're looking at a picture of Paul McCartney and Freddie Mercury here.
Yeah, it looks like
it does kind of look like that, doesn't it?
So this is Paul, and this is Fall.
Fall.
But like for real, like I don't. I mean, I'm not the best. Is that Paul McCartney? Is that him?
I'm wondering if that's after Yoko Ono came into the scene and his ears literally started to melt every time she opened her mouth.
I would say yes.
That's pretty crazy though, because I mean that is a genetic thing. Like
that's true.
The connected is recessive, I believe, and the not connected is a thing. Because like I have non-connected earlobes, and that's the thing. And then I have this other one. It's this one right here, and you can see like his eyes. You know, it looks like they're tilted a little bit differently. I don't know. He could be the same person.
I will be honest.
His nose is a little more pointed. He could have gotten punched in the head.
I'll be honest.
Thanks for coming by, Jamie.
In that picture, on the older picture of Paul, he just looks stoned.
He does.
Yeah.
Young Paul was not stoned. Young Paul was writing, songs like "She Loves You," yeah, 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 and
Right.
then older Paul was writing songs about Sergeant Pepper.
Yellow submarines.
Yeah,
There was a weird time.
it was. Yes.
But yes, that's pretty crazy. See you later, Jamie. Have a good night. I'm glad you were able to hang out. The eyebrows.
I did notice the eyebrows.
Yeah,
especially in the first photo, it looked like someone kind of just took his left eyebrow and just ripped off a chunk.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why he was out of the press for a while. He didn't want people to see that jacked up eyebrow.
Exactly.
Possible, yeah.
Now this last one is my favorite, but it's completely stupid. It's only based on the fact that they look similar, but I guess it's because I knew the story of this other person beforehand. The next one is Taylor Swift, and they say, let me find it. They say that she looks like the high priestess for the Satanist religion, or former high priestess. What's her name? It's Xena. Xena Shrek. Her dad is the one that actually created Satanism. Shrek. But look at that. That's the same person. They say that she's a clone that was cloned from her DNA, and is just here to actually propel the religion of Satanism.
One pop song at a time.
Well, she's doing a terrible job at it.
Yeah, but it's similar. Look at the eyebrows; they look similar. She's got the same profile. You know.
Yeah, ish. Yeah, there's some similarities.
I can see it.
They both spew a lot of bullshit.
True. True.
Yeah, so that's pretty neat. But yeah, like I don't know, who knows? I mean, if someone was making enough money, like say Taylor Swift, who's to say that they wouldn't? Well, here's a better thing I could say. Have you watched the new Black Mirror?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Yes.
There's an episode about Miley Cyrus where basically, I don't want to spoil it, but basically something happens and they don't want to give up the money, so they go on without her and they keep making music pretending to be her.
Gotcha.
I've always wondered if that's the case, because you know how you get all these people, and it's a fun theory to talk about. If you notice how you get like people like Elvis and John Lennon and Kurt Cobain and all these other people, it's like they release, we just found this thing that was never released.
And
it's
just
like
found 75 tracks.
And every time a rapper dies, every time, all of a sudden, there's 3 or 4 new albums coming out.
Yeah.
It's like
I think Tupac put an album out like 3 weeks ago.
He puts an album out every year, man.
I wrote this song a long time ago, a really, really long time ago.
Yeah. It's just like so weird. Like, why? I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's obviously a logical explanation. The explanation is he just had a lot of stuff that was unreleased.
Right.
But still, it is kind of weird. It is kind of strange.
Speaking of rappers, Christopher said, "What about Gucci Mane?" I haven't heard the Gucci Mane theory. Is he also supposed to be a doppelganger?
XXX, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that guy until he'd already passed away. But
I know a little bit about him, but just because my cousin listens to him.
Mama Pink said, "Isn't Katy Perry really
John Benet Ramsey?"
I don't know who that is.
John Benet Ramsey?
Yeah,
I'm a little rusty, but she was a kid that was kidnapped.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, they don't know who killed her. They think it was her parents, I think.
Yeah. But
that's a whole other topic.
She went on to do great things. She
went on to become Katy Perry.
Yeah. We'll have to do a part 2 of this sometime, because there's so many things that we didn't even get to talk about because we didn't even think about them.
I didn't know about them.
You guys have killed it in the chat. You guys have given us a lot of good suggestions to talk about.
Oh, real quick, I want to add to the Paul McCartney thing because I was thinking about this earlier. So John Lennon in the 70s wrote a song called "How Do You Sleep." It was one of the original diss tracks. It was towards Paul McCartney.
Oh wow!
And he talks about, there's a line in the song where he says, "Those freaks was right when they said you were dead." And it's like just added fuel to the fire. John Lennon was kind of
trolling.
Can I say the F word here? I just assume I can.
Go ahead, say it.
Okay, John Lennon's the original.
What?
Did you sneeze? What?
No, I was censoring you.
Anyway, yeah. John Lennon is the original dick. He's the original,
watch your profanity.
His original troll.
Yeah, John Lennon was a big troll. You learn about, if you read about him, he was yeah. So that was kind of a dig, but he also knew that it was a popular topic, so he brought it back up, and it was just in a diss track. It was just funny. Wow.
See you later, Kenneth.
Have a good night. Appreciate it. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Appreciate all you hanging out with us on this Friday. The fact that you guys are willing to spend your night with us, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
But yeah, this has been a really fun topic. I've had a good time. Sorry, your bedtime's coming up in 4 minutes.
Crap.
But
hurry.
But yeah, like I've learned a lot going through all this stuff. I definitely want to learn more. I've rediscovered some songs I hadn't heard in a while, so that's also fun. But yeah, so we're gonna be closing up soon. But where can we find you guys? Like, tell us about your channel and future channel.
So my channel will be, it's actually up now. You can actually get to the channel. There's no videos there yet.
I'll link it. Give me a second. I'll find it and link it.
There we go. It's going to be a gaming related channel. So most of my content's going to be around gaming. I'm in the final process now of editing my first video, and I'm hoping to have that up by the end of this coming week. So I hope you guys will check it out. It means a lot to me because I've been literally working on it for over 2 months. It took me a long time to do. So I'm excited to put it out there and show you guys what I've been working on. If you want to follow me on social media, the one that I'm probably going to be the most active on that I'll put out there is Twitter. So you can follow me at the username @Trendge, spelled exactly how you see it on the screen there.
Yeah, I'll find that one too. Hold up. I accidentally tagged another Trendge earlier. I had to delete it. But yeah, hold up. I got this copy link. Okay.
Yeah, I think my Twitter handle might be Trendge_ because someone else has the Trendge handle. I had it like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say you originally had it.
I had it and gave it up because I deleted my Twitter, and then someone else scooped it up, which is ridiculous because I made up the word Trendge.
Yeah, I know the story about that. So like, yeah, that's kind of funky that someone else came up with that.
Yep.
Someone saw you maybe.
I guess thief.
Yeah.
I'm a bitch. But speaking of that, I should. We never actually put our own Twitter in there. I should throw that in there.
Yeah, follow the Strangest on Twitter. That way you know when they're going to do these live streams.
Yes.
You guys are excited to have Ethan back. I've had a blast being here.
Yeah, this has been so much fun, man.
So anytime you guys, anytime you guys need somebody to fill in.
Yeah, definitely. We can have you on there with Ethan too. Like when it's both all of us together, that'll be fun too.
Yeah, we could do it. It's okay when it's in a 3-way, right?
It's okay. It's not gay. I am curious if we'll somehow get like copyright strikes for all the songs we've been trying to sing.
Be all right. Come on, you two. Don't be a bitch. Come on now.
Anyway, I couldn't find it. I'm just gonna put at our username at the strangest. Hold up, this is on Twitter. The strangest YT. That's us. So if you want to follow that. And Ben, did you say that you had future plans to start a YouTube channel?
Yes. So I'm thinking about doing just some Twitch stuff, with like Mario Kart, Super Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie,
some Sonic,
all the cool Sonic, all the cool stuff. Donkey Kong,
The Legend of Zorlo.
That's my favorite one. But yeah, no, I'm thinking about doing like some gaming stuff. And some Twitch stuff, and I haven't officially come up with the handle yet, but it'll be something janitor related. That's like my 12-year-old Xbox thing. As a matter of fact, I think you or Aaron gave that to me.
I think Aaron initially coined it. We've got to let the chat know while they're here, just if the people that are still hanging in there with us. So we used to play Halo together all the time.
Too much.
And Aaron and I, our friend Aaron, who was not in the chat, obviously, he and I would be duking it out in a closed room, just doing our thing, and we would get each other's health to a point where it's pretty much non-existent, and then here comes Ben hopping along and then kills both of us. So we called him the janitor because we would do all the work and he would come in and clean up.
That's the way you got to do it, man. And speaking of that, let me go ahead and link this. If you want to see more of Ben, you can look on our Halo series that we played on our side channel, Stay Strange.
We continue that, by the way.
We definitely do. Stay Strange is our side channel where we do pretty much anything that doesn't fit the main channel. It's mostly gaming. We also post behind the scenes footage, but that's Stay Strange if you want to.
It was a shit show. I can just put it to you that way.
Yeah. So that was fun. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and head out of here. But thanks everybody for hanging out with us on your Friday night. We really appreciate it. Go check out Trenge's channel. It's in the chat as well as in the description. Keep a lookout for Ben. Yes. And if you guys also check us out on Amino if you haven't already. I've been posting videos almost every day. So you want to check that out. It's a new thing. But yeah, it's good times. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. And until next time, I'll let you guys say it.
Same time?
Same time? We're doing 3, 2, 1?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Stay strange.
Bye, guys.
See you